Welcome to the show, everybody. We made it to episode 4. Big milestone for us.
Big milestone.
Bigger than episode 3.
I didn't think we were going to make it after our negative comment on episode 3.
Well, that was sad, and that'll never happen again. Not to us. I'm really happy about the show because we finally, on YouTube, whenever you search Off the Jaw, the first thing that pops up is not a little boy who got his jaw ripped off by a hyena anymore.
I know.
It's us now.
I did see that.
So we finally made it.
We made it. We made it to the big stage.
I think we should have thought of that before we picked the name, that like all the search results are like woman's jaw ripped off by a monkey.
I know.
And now, so we got to make sure we got to climb up the ladder and get on top of that.
The first time I did that, I'm like, well, where did we go? Why am I seeing this, dismemberment?
Yeah, nobody's going to be thinking about that. Give it a year.
Give it a year.
And then everybody's going to be like, jaw. I only know off the jaw.
I only know off the jaw.
Never heard about a boy getting his jaw ripped off by a hyena.
What else interesting happened over the weekend?
Well, I can tell you today I was going to bring that Domino's dessert we were talking about. I was really excited about it.
I'm actually extremely disappointed in this.
Yeah. They only sell it in the UK.
Only in the UK.
It hasn't come to America.
Has not made it to America yet. I was disappointed. I think we jumped the gun on that.
Yeah, we should have probably
researched that a little bit more.
Well, the website I pulled up was a UK website. Yeah. I should have saw it right away.
I should have saw it right away. Yeah, but we kind of dove into that because it did look disgusting, but we did want to try it.
I mean, we'll still get it. We have one viewer in Brussels. If they can somehow,
we're worldwide.
Technically, yeah.
Technically, we are.
Anybody
worldwide.
Can access it. So if we can get somebody in the UK or even somewhere in Europe, get us one of those things. Send them to us. Can you send that? Is that hazardous materials?
That would be horrible by the time I got here.
I'd still eat it.
That'd be like fungi.
Yeah, I'm still excited about it. We'll get it eventually.
Eventually, we'll get it. Maybe. I was a little disappointed.
Yeah, I was going to bring something.
I didn't know Cadbury eggs were actually made in the UK.
Yeah, well,
I thought that was an American thing.
I guess not.
It is not.
The Cadbury egg has a long history with the royal family.
It does.
What about you? Anything interesting happen?
Kind of actually not a quiet, because you had your baby
shower.
The
baby shower, yeah, which was great. Turned out amazing. The girls did a great job setting everything up, so I didn't have to lift a finger.
We did get busted because we did open our mouth about cheating, and your sister watched the show and then she narked on us.
Well, I saw you. Even you still tried to cheat.
I did.
I was watching you. You tried to rip the nipple off with your teeth during the baby bottle chugging challenge, which was a bunch of grown men trying to chug out of a baby bottle.
Which was absolutely comical.
Took about 10 minutes. I didn't realize that those babies can suck.
They can. I was squeezing the bottle. I was doing everything.
What's great? Those nipples were good quality because I watched you stretch it. Trying to light it, and you still couldn't tear it.
I tried to rip that thing off, and I couldn't even put a hole in it.
Half the people just ended up taking the cap off and chugging it. Yeah,
I got disqualified.
Yeah. See, I gave up as soon as we started. I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't do it.
That was funny.
It was the whole event was really good though. There was a bar attached.
There was a bar. There was a bar downstairs. Some people went down and had some drinks.
Off and had some drink. Yeah. I didn't though. I had to keep my wits about me.
Oh, yeah. I think the atmosphere was good. Party was good.
I had to open.
A lot of people showed up.
So Allie didn't want to open the gifts in front of everybody because she's like, I can't sit there and do that and pretend I'm excited about every gift. Even though she is, but,
Well, she faked it really well.
Yeah, she did a good job. But she was like, will you open the gifts? I'm like, yeah, I'd love to fake that I like all the gifts. But the good news was most of the gifts were like stuff we wanted. So I didn't
when she listens to this, she's going to be like, why did you just throw me under the bus?
She knows. Listen, that's what I'm here for. Yeah, my sister's got me suspenders to wear, the pink checkered suspenders.
That was nice.
I got to wear those. I was snapping them all the whole time. I'm going to start wearing those on the regular. I should have worn them today.
You should have. You should have put them on the show so our viewers can see that.
I'll wear them. Once the baby's born, I'll come in with the suspenders and a cigar.
There you go.
Whole new man.
Oh, yeah. We'll definitely do a little tribute there as well.
Well, so one thing I promised my wife that I wasn't going to keep doing props because it's a crutch. So I'm not going to do a bunch of props today, but I do have one gift for you.
She did yell at us for that.
She was, the whole antique thing it didn't work. You should have just cut that part out. But
I thought it was funny.
But if you cut it, then it would have went from no guy on the shelf to a guy on the shelf, and people would have been like, What the hell?
Listen, we're still treading water here.
Yeah, we'll get there. Give us until episode 600, and then we'll be golden. But yeah, here's what I got for you. And this one's actually very special. It was hard to get. It's older than me, this gift. Jolt.
Oh, you got Cola. It. Oh, we were just talking about this.
Original Jolt.
The original Jolt.
That's like from 1986 or something.
Yeah, I actually, when I was a kid, this is what we drank.
It's the one that started it all, the original energy
drink.
And what's funny is that it had a lot of caffeine compared to normal energy drinks. But if you look at them now, compare it to that Celsius you have over there, it probably doesn't compare to that. But,
no. But back in the day,
that was where it was at.
Oh my gosh. Everybody ran crab bottles of that. We were chugging it.
I thought you'd like that. You can drink it still. I don't know if it's any good.
I'm definitely not drinking
It's probably radioactive by now.
It was bad enough when you drank it when it was good.
But yeah, I couldn't believe I found that. So it was on eBay.
So we would sit here and pound a bunch of candy and then wash it down with twice the caffeine and wonder why we were running around with our heads cut off.
Yeah, and then they put you all on Ritalin. Now look where we're at.
What a drink that was. They don't make it anymore. It's discontinued.
See, that's why I had to get it for you. So you better hold on to that.
Actually, it got discontinued, and then I think
like another company bought it or something.
I think like Dollar General picked it up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Dollar General has their hands in everything.
Yeah. Well, no, they're blowing up.
Oh, they're blowing up.
Yeah. They've crossed the lexicon. Now they're into produce. Exactly. They have Dollar General.
So
like they're going to take over.
I don't think everybody who listens to the show would know what a Dollar General is.
I'm sure they do.
So how do we?
Well, I can tell you one thing. In Pennsylvania, we give directions based on Dollar Generals.
Yes, because there's so many of them.
There's about 4 in between.
Yes.
My house and work, so I can say
there's an average of 4 to 6 generals
every mile or
per town.
It's really insane how many there are. There's on my way to work, I pass 4.
It's like Wawa down south.
Well, Wawa's in Philly, isn't it? Or they moved
down south. Oh, Wawa and Piggly Wiggly's.
I've never heard of that.
That's a grocery store chain, though.
Oh, okay.
So.
But yeah, the Dollar General has taken over. They've taken over all the farmland. And
oh my gosh.
If you go back through, it's nice because places that used to be totally empty of any gas station
now there's a Dollar General.
Now there's a Dollar General, but they're popping up almost like it's like a sleeper cell for like a foreign agent.
They're insane.
One day they're going to take over.
Now they have the Dollar General Mart.
Yeah, where they're getting fancy.
Yeah, so now they're going to be the new Walmart.
See, they're flying too close to the sun.
They're getting too
greedy. They're going to try to step onto Walmart's turf.
They're going to get smacked.
Be like, Dollar General, you had a good thing.
Yeah, but
you should just stay where you're at. They might take out Aldi's. They might take out, I don't know, Kroger's, whatever. I don't know what's the standard everywhere else, but.
And that's hard. I always wonder that if we say something and if somebody else is listening out of state, they're like, what the hell is a Dollar General?
Well, what about Giant Eagle?
Well, Giant Eagle would be like Lion King.
Food Lion. Or
down south, I think it's Lion King and other places like that.
Well, I'm not looking forward to the Dollar General takeover. I think most of that stuff is like secondhand from other stores. When Walmart...
It's everybody's rejects.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That place, when you walk in there, have you ever seen... When you walk in there, there's nobody working there. You have to find them every time.
Yes. Literally, the last one I went into, nobody was there. I mean, nobody.
Yeah, you could just walk in and walk out.
Grabbed a whole bunch of stuff and walked out.
I don't think they care. I don't think anybody really cares.
I don't think they care either.
It's a front for some money laundering scheme.
Well, they must be doing something because there's a million of them.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to see where they go next. We'll check in 5 years whenever this is the Dollar General Off the Jaw.
Off the Jaw, sponsored by Dollar General.
Brought to you by Dollar General Market and Pharmacy. Have you been a long-time crack user, but you're afraid of the recent studies telling you that it could be unhealthy? Have you had a hard time finding a reliable source of crack at a fair price? Have you gotten into legal trouble because the government wants to decide what you're allowed to put in your body on public transit? Introducing Hard White Dispensary. Hard White Dispensary has a constant supply flow and a fair market price that will meet all of your needs. And the best part? It's perfectly legal. How? Our lab technicians have worked tirelessly in creating a new molecular structure that is one hydrogen atom away from crack cocaine, but it has the same effect. It's not crack, it's hard white, and there are no laws against it. Not yet, anyway, so get it while you can. Our pure solution is made in a sterile laboratory environment by PhD scientists who are trying to pay off their medical school debt before the bank takes their home. So it's got all the perks of crack with none of the downside. It's like CBD but better, and with crack. Go to hardwhitedispensary.com today.
So did you happen to catch the Katt Williams, Joe Rogan podcast?
Only the first 10 minutes.
Only the first 10 minutes?
Yeah, so I didn't get to finish it. I'm going to finish it. I'm still going to watch it, but yeah, I didn't get to see all of it.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. I mean, it's Katt Williams being Katt Williams.
Good. That's what I love.
Him and his conspiracy theories.
What did he get into?
Oh my God, he was all over the place. I mean, everything from government putting fluoride in the water to control our minds.
Man, this motherfucker don't miss.
I mean, seriously, that was one of his conspiracy theories, that they were putting fluoride in the water to control our sleep.
Yeah, I'm on the same page. Don't challenge
basically
Katt Williams.
Basically us turning into zombies.
That's what they're doing.
Zombies.
That's what they're doing. That's why I don't drink tap water anymore. And I actually use fluoride-free toothpaste. That's how scared I am.
The government says it's good for your teeth.
You know what they did with fluoride? So it was originally it was a way to dispose of toxic waste, and they found a way to just put it in the water supply.
Put it in the water supply.
They say it's harmless.
Actually, because they can't get it back out. So now it's okay.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it's just people will adapt. That's what we're best at, is adapting.
Yes.
But again, Katt Williams is on point.
He's on point.
Even in the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
Oh yeah. Then he went right after the Egyptians.
What do you say about the Egyptians? Is it pyramid stuff?
Slaves didn't build the pyramids.
Who built it? Was it alien?
Apparently it was Worker Union 39.
The unions.
The union?
The unions built the pyramids.
The unions built the pyramids. Yeah. The union Egyptian workers built the pyramids.
Yeah. Local 34 built it.
Local 34. I mean, I don't know where they came up with this. There's been documents, not just by him, by others, that claim
that it wasn't slaves, but it was
slaves,
other people.
Yeah, that it was the Egyptian people that built them.
Does it really matter at this point?
That's what I say.
We're 4,000 years removed from that. I don't know if it's.
They want to erase it.
You think that's what they want to do?
Yeah, they're going to erase Egyptian history.
They're trying to cancel the pharaohs.
Cancel it. Cancel culture. Here we go again.
Canceling the pharaohs.
Oh my God!
We got to tear down those monuments.
Tear down the monuments because
that Sphinx. Tear it down.
Racist.
Yep.
Tear it down.
The whole thing is.
Whole thing.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. I don't understand it. But anyways, that's what he claims, that there's no way that the slaves could have built the pyramids. Not even the so-called union workers.
Yeah.
Built the pyramids.
So it must have been alien.
It was E.T.
See, I mean, you weren't there. You don't know.
I wasn't.
So it could have been.
There's no way.
There's a lot of theories about it. That's one of the great mysteries. Some people think that they're obelisks that go deeper into the ground than we can see from the surface, way deeper.
Mm-hmm.
Some people think that the aliens used frequencies, like sound vibrations, to hover the stones into place.
Maybe.
We don't know.
I don't know. But that's going to be one of my episodes because I like Egyptian culture.
I do too. I would love to dig deep into that.
So we'll definitely dig into that in another episode. Then he also fired on the Illuminati again, because he's big on the Illuminati in Hollywood.
And he's right.
Basically saying you have to wear a dress or there's no success.
Yeah. I mean, there's a list of them. They all did it. Yeah. Even Dave Chappelle did it.
Not just black, but white.
Well, so that's the story, is that's what they do to emasculate black men.
Yeah.
Which seems to be a trend. I guess they do the same thing with any men.
Any actor has to wear a dress to be successful. You have to pay homage to the Illuminati, to that
the god, the Baphomet.
The Baphomet.
Yeah.
What is he? The transgender demon?
Yep. He's got boobs and a wiener.
So you have to pay homage to him by wearing a dress, and he's associated with Satanism.
Yeah, which it seems, I mean, it's crazy. It's a crazy idea. It sounds ridiculous to me, but it seems like for the amount of times that it happens, it makes you wonder, why do they make everybody do that? They made Martin Lawrence do it, Tyler Perry, Ricky Smiley, every.
He may be onto something.
I don't know.
He may be onto something.
on that last podcast he was on, he was right about.
But Shannon?
Yeah, he was right about everything. Besides the fact that he could run a sub 440.
Yeah, and he reads 9 books a day.
Yeah, that might not be true.
That's not true.
But everything he said about Cedric the Entertainer, that was all true. He came with receipts for that. There's video evidence.
Oh, he came airing everybody's dirty laundry.
Yeah, which I love.
And
So
then
this time
yeah.
we'll have to check and see what he's.
And I don't know if Joe Rogan was trying to trigger him and trying to get the same ratings that, Shannon Sharp got on his, but then he asked him a question, which I thought was harmless, but I don't know. Basically, they were talking about menthol cigarettes, and Joe Rogan said, "Why do black people like menthol cigarettes?" And then
Finally, somebody asked the question we've all been wondering.
And Katt Williams just was like, "That's racist. You're going to
Really?
get me canceled. That's racist."
I'm gonna have to watch this because that doesn't really make sense to me. Why? I mean,
and he answered the question, because basically saying that the black people are attracted to stronger. That's like a stronger type of a scent or something.
Well, that's why they say white people don't season their foods. They just cook plain chicken and eat it.
Maybe.
So maybe that is
but
something.
I'm not a cigarette person. I've never smoked cigarettes. I don't know.
Well, when I smoked menthol. So
yeah.
I mean, there's
maybe it is extremely offensive to black people. I have no idea.
I don't know either.
But I'm not a cigarette person, so I couldn't answer that question.
Yeah. I have some local news.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to hear? I actually have a local news segment now.
Oh, let's
with
hear
the sound
it.
and everything.
Let's hear it.
Local news from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, city of rivers, the steel city.
It's the city of bridges.
Three River City.
City of bridges.
So here's a story which it was interesting to me. I hope it will be to you too. Maybe you've heard it already. It's kind of big news locally. So Pittsburgh Police are no longer accepting emergency calls that they don't deem as in progress emergencies.
Yeah, I'm actually finding this story very disturbing.
It is to me. I mean, it's because it's like who's deciding what's an emergency and what isn't.
Exactly.
They say here like criminal mischief, which that has kind of a vague definition.
What is criminal mischief? I mean, how vague are we going to get on that?
To me, criminal mischief is like a leprechaun that like sneaks into your house and
the Tommy knockers.
The Tommy knockers, yeah. Some little impish creature. Yeah. The squonk, the Pennsylvania squonk.
The Pennsylvania squonk, which I didn't even know existed.
But, number one cryptid, yeah.
Yeah.
See, other places have Bigfoot. We have the squonk.
We got the squonk. If nobody knows what that is, we had to look it up because I was like, "What the hell is a squonk?"
It's a sad pig, basically. What is? I mean, he's a wrinkly.
He's a wrinkly pig covered in warts, and he's so embarrassed about the way he looks that he cries.
Yeah, and he turns into a puddle and escapes.
If he's trying to be captured, he'll cry and turn into a puddle of water, and he escapes.
Yeah.
Who the hell came up with that?
It's pretty creative. I mean, a lot of states have just like a Bigfoot. Here's a Bigfoot with fangs. Here's a Bigfoot with a tail or a hat. But we have the squonk. Nobody else has the squonk.
Nobody has the squonk.
Top tier.
We're gonna make shirts.
We should.
Squonk.
What do we call it? Save the squonk.
Save the squonk. I saw the squonk.
Yeah. I was gonna continue it. All right. Anyway, criminal mischief, so squonk-like behavior.
Yes.
Theft, harassment,
mm-hmm.
and burglary alarms.
Can you see this? I call 911 saying, someone broke in my house, my alarm's going off, and they're gonna be like, "That's not a 911."
Are you being stabbed right at this moment?
Yeah.
No.
Can you please fill out a form?
Yeah. Can you send us an email? We'll get back to you in 3 business days.
Please call your local authorities and leave a message after the beep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what do they expect you to do? They say on here that they're going to have like a separate hotline for that kind of shit. I don't see how it's just, I don't know.
That's the job of a 911 operator. They tell you what is a 911 emergency and what's not.
I don't think they're doing a good job of hiring these 911 operators because like I always hear when you see a news story and they say, listen to the 911 call, you listen to it. And the person's like, oh, help. I was shot. And they're like, sir, calm down.
Yeah, calm down.
I can't understand.
Where are
you need to calm
at?
down. Yeah.
Are you bleeding profusely?
There's blood everywhere. I can't see anything. I've gone blind. Sir, calm down.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
But they say they'll be handled by a telephone reporting unit or online reporting. So yeah, you fill out a form and send it in.
Do you see how many calls they want to cut down?
Well, yeah, it says go from the average of 200,000 calls per year down to 50,000. So that's a quarter of the calls they currently receive.
150,000 people. Sorry, you're not a 911.
You're not that important.
Important.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I don't know. I don't get it. I don't like it.
I don't know if they're trying to use this as a type of a leverage.
Oh, I figured it out. So if they do this, then that obviously they won't be using like the police as much. They won't be using 911 as much. So our taxes will go way down.
Not.
You sure?
Our taxes are going to go up.
No, I thought that was what they were doing. They're saving us money.
No, we got to tax the machines that are going to be taking the
We
messages.
need extra taxes.
Yeah, the extra taxes. Tax for the 911 automated operators.
Yeah, that makes sense. Every time I hear about a new thing, it's of course they're going to need more taxes.
Yeah,
they're just trying to help us.
Just trying to help us. They're trying to help us by cutting down on helping us.
So speaking of emergencies, is this one another local Pittsburgh story?
I heard about this too. This is another one.
Mm-hmm. And this is close to us.
Really close.
Yeah, a PA man attacked a dog with a hatchet for no reason. Basically, what happened is there's a guy outside walking his dog.
Mm-hmm.
Another guy with a dog walks up to him. The dogs sniff each other, and then the guy takes out a hatchet, hacks the dog in the head, runs off.
Takes the dog's ear off.
Yeah, the dog's ear is gone. Mm-hmm. It's going blind. It's in critical condition.
And the poor guy, he did a GoFundMe page for his dog to pay for the medical expenses. And
it actually reached its goal. There were a lot of small donations, and there was one big anonymous donation for like $12,000.
That's crazy. Yesterday. That's crazy generous.
Is awesome, but also, how do you do that anonymously?
I don't know. Could you?
If I'm donating $12,000, I'm gonna give me some credit.
You're putting red flags in quotations.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, there's no way that I could do that. I mean,
but does that count as a 911 call now?
I don't think so. The guy ran off. So
the guy called 911 and says somebody attacked me with a hatchet and hit my dog.
Like, where's the perpetrator? Oh, he's gone.
That's not 911.
Okay, well
anymore.
then we need to fill out a fucking form. Go online, fill out a form. Why are you bothering me for? This is not an emergency. You're getting a fine. I'm fining you.
$39.99 for a false 911 call.
Yeah, this is a false report. You're fine. There's no immediate danger. So fuck off.
That's insane.
Click.
That's insane.
I don't know.
Meantime, this poor dog.
I'm wondering if they're going to backtrack on it now. That it's getting so much hate like that. But they've already started. Whatever.
There's one guy on there. He was on council, I believe, and he made a statement like, if I'm being harassed, the police, you better be there when I call 911.
Right. That's what else? I mean, what else are the police for? What do we pay for?
Exactly.
I don't understand. Which is why our taxes have to increase. Because we're obviously not paying enough.
No, we're not paying enough. So there'll be some form of an increase in tax.
Yeah. When I fill out my taxes, I always leave them a little extra because I know they deserved it.
Oh, absolutely.
I know they worked real hard for it. You know what's funny is that when you do your taxes, you have to guess what number you owe them.
Mm-hmm.
And they know.
I know exactly what it is.
And if you get it wrong, you get in trouble. But you still have to figure it out by yourself. So it's like, hey, why don't you guess what number you owe me? If you're wrong, I'll send you to jail.
No, when you do your taxes and you owe taxes, it's you owe me taxes and you have X amount of time to pay us before we fine you. But if you overpay, it's, oh, yeah.
Thank you.
We'll get back to you as soon as possible.
We already spent that money.
Speaking of dogs.
I bet they can hear his little claws clanking around.
Did you hear us talking about dogs?
Finally, our first guest.
My dog came down.
Our first guest on the pod.
His name is Axel.
How old is Axel?
Axel is 2.
Axel's 2 years old, and he still barks at every single mammal on television.
Yeah. Let's see if I can get him to come up here.
You have to show him off. He's a cute little boy.
And let me see if I can get him up. Hold on. Oh,
just be patient, everybody. He's hiding. He abuses him. That's why he won't show up. He actually doesn't. He babies the shit out of him. He's such a delicate, fragile little boy.
Here he is.
You have anything to say?
Huh? What's up?
What do you have to say for yourself?
Oh, thank you so much.
That's what we needed.
Yeah, he's a lover. He's not a fighter. All right, buddy.
Now get off the show.
Now we're gonna get all kinds of people like, we love Axel.
Yeah, that's why I have to get my dog on here. But yeah, that's one thing. Well, in our last episode, I could hear him barking in the background.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I know he's barking at the TV because he barks at the TV.
Oh,
he's 2 years old. Every single time a dog shows up on TV or a horse.
Mm-hmm. A horse. I don't know what it is with a horse. I mean, we did get him from the Mennonites, so maybe he remembers the horses.
That's got to be it. Because it's no other animals, right? It's just dogs and
dogs
horses.
and horses.
But you think for 2 years he'd get used to it? He's still not used to it. He barks every time.
Every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
Which, have you tried a good way to get your dog to listen if he's not listening? Have you tried speaking to him in Japanese?
I have not.
I do that with my dog.
You do that with your dog?
I do.
You
I
literally
swear to God. Well, it's not real.
Do you do the mouth movement?
If I say to Eustace, our dog, if I say sit, fucking sit, he doesn't do shit. But if I go, oh, you gotta do,
does he sit?
He goes. He looks up at me with his puppy dog eyes, and he sits and he listens. Try that with Axel next time he's acting a fool. I guarantee you.
Is that racist?
No, it's not. Can a guy have fun?
Oh my goodness!
Quit giving me that shit. It's a good accent, okay?
It was a good accent.
It doesn't mean anything. It actually means you dishonor my family.
You did not listen.
Yeah.
The Shaolin master shall unite.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Dogs respond to that. I don't know what it is. They just need a strong Japanese man in their life, a father figure.
Yes.
That's at least my dog does.
That is funny.
We'll have to get a picture of my dog up here since you brought yours in, so everybody
can see
how cute
Eustace
he is. I'm going to get the cutest picture we have.
There you go.
Eustace, though, not the other one.
Now everybody's going to ask me, "Oh, Axel's so cute. What is he?"
Well, yeah. What is he?
He is a Frenchton Beagle.
And what the fuck is that?
He is 4 breeds in one.
Okay.
What are they? Take a guess.
French. So French Bulldog.
French. He's a Frenchie.
French tin. I don't know what French tin, like what part of that word is, but then Beagle. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking Beagle. So a French Bulldog and a Beagle.
You got that.
So I got 2.
You got 2.
Don't know what the hell the other ones are.
He's a Boston Terrier.
Okay. So that's the French tin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What else?
Yep. And English Bulldog.
Okay. So Beagle.
Mm-hmm.
I got
That's what he is. But everybody says he looks like a boxer puppy.
Yeah, he definitely has a boxer look.
And he's full grown. He doesn't get any bigger than that.
Is that really as big as he's going to get?
As big as he gets.
I thought he was going to get bigger. He's tiny.
He's 40 pounds. He's a cannonball.
Yeah, I was going to say he's a dense little boy.
So if you come to my house, he will come running at you at 100 miles an hour, but he has no brakes. He doesn't know how to stop. So he slams into you.
No, every time I show up, that's what he does. And I'm like, easy, fucking easy, guy.
It is comical.
I got to get my dog on the podcast. I got to get Theon on the podcast. That's my other dog.
No, Theon will pee on everything.
He does.
He will come in here and piss on everything.
He is wearing out his welcome at my house. We just got all this baby stuff set up. And we have to watch him like a hawk because every time we leave the room, I can't leave him alone. He's 13 years old. He's a rescue. He's a nightmare.
He does what he wants.
My wife is gonna fucking cut his throat. She's so sick. If he pisses on the crib or like the pack and play or something, he is dead. And I can't save him. I've been.
You've tried. You've tried.
I've been like, he should be thanking me how much, every day that he wakes up and he's alive, he should be thanking me. But no, she's like every day, when is this dog gonna fucking die?
That's so mean. That's so mean.
But I can't blame her though. It's like my dog that I brought into the relationship.
I get it.
And
I get it.
And listen, it's his time. He's had a good life. He was a rescue. I gave him the best years of his life. Go into the light. It's time. There's a new baby on the way. Just I hope he goes peacefully so my wife doesn't cut his throat.
People are going to be like, I'll take him.
Yeah, please take him. I love him.
About to put a picture of him up.
Yeah.
I like him. He grunts.
He whines. I go
over to the house, I'll pet him. He's like, yeah. I'm like, what is that?
I do have one more story. It's not a local story, but I couldn't skip it.
Oh, Lord.
It's one of those cute, very wholesome, funny stories.
Every time you say that, it's something so off the wall.
Well, just the headline. Caught at border with pythons in his pants.
He had a python in his pants?
Pythons.
Or he had like a big python in his pants?
Is that a python in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? 3 Burmese pythons in his pants. He was trying to get through the U.S.-Canadian border, smuggling pythons because they're illegal, and he got fined $5,000. But I can't imagine. Burmese pythons are huge.
That's huge.
And he had 3 of them in his pants.
Was this a really big man.
I don't know. His
Let
name
me,
is.
let me just demonstrate
Okay.
something here for
Yeah.
you. Let me stand up. Okay, I got sweats on. If I had a python in my pants, it would look something like.
And that's just half of one python.
And this is actually me. No, sorry. I mean, that's insane.
Yeah. I mean, 3 pythons in his pants. It said that he, they were hidden in his inner thigh. 3 whole pythons. Sorry, officer. That's just my big, giant dick.
What's that in your pants? It's my dick.
Yeah, what do you think?
What do you think, boy?
I don't know. I just couldn't pass up on that story.
That is insane.
It's not as, hard hitting as the other ones, but it's
I actually find that kind of amusing. Did he get fined?
Yeah, $5,000 and probation.
Just probation.
Yeah, he's from Queens. He's a Queens man.
He's a Queens
A
man.
New York City guy.
And he wanted the pythons for himself, or he was going to sell them?
I think he was going to sell them. Yeah,
sell them.
smuggling pythons in his pants.
Dude, I'll just go to Florida. They run wild down
that's
there.
What I'm gonna. I feel like this had to have been used before, but like that's what girls should say about guys. Like, oh, he looks like he's smuggling pythons.
Oh, is that a python in your pants? Or are you just happy to see me?
We're gonna start using that one.
There you go. No, it's a squonk.
Yeah. Sorry, ma'am. I've got a squonk.
Squonk.
It's sad and it's leaking.
It's sad. It's wrinkly. It's covered in warts.
Yeah. He's very ashamed.
It leaks a lot.
We're gonna have to go over the squonk and all the cryptids from around the country because there's some good ones in there.
There are some good ones. I didn't even know that every state had a mythical creature.
See, I don't know how true that is. I don't know if
every
it's
state,
just like
it's true. Every state has one.
You don't think they're just like making it up just so they?
I think they rip each other off.
Because they're all like
everyone has one.
How many Loch Ness monsters are there? Like 10 of them.
Yeah, and like
there's
15 different versions of Bigfoot.
We got Nessie. We got Bessie. We got Tressie. We got We can rank them.
I think we will.
Squonk.
Matter of fact, yeah.
Nobody beats the squonk.
Well, Delaware has a crazy one, the Pudgy Wudgy or something like that.
I can't wait to.
I think that's what it's called. One. I know. I was in Delaware. I was actually stationed in Delaware for like 7 years.
Did you have an encounter with a Piggly Wiggly?
Nobody even told me what that thing was. And thank God, because what it does is not very nice.
What does it do?
If you provoke it, it will push you off a cliff or blind you by throwing sand in your eyes.
That's not so bad. I've heard worse. You know what the squonk does?
It cries itself away.
It sucks your dick off.
A squonk. Definitely, we'll get into that on another episode. We'll do all 50.
I would like to do
all 50.
Mm-hmm.
That would be great. Oh my goodness.
We'll have to cut all the Bigfoots down into 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And then
we'll make our own.
Make our own list?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come up
I like that. Can I invent one?
Do the juicy tight.
The juicy tight.
Did you hear that? You hear
what the
about
fuck is that?
Tight?
What did you just say to me? What did you just call me?
I called my wife the juicy tight the other night. She was like,
she insulted? That's an insult.
What the hell? And I was like, baby, you're my juicy tight. And she was like, what the hell are you talking about?
Oh, I would punch you in the face if you called me.
Matter of fact, I sent you a link about that.
Is it one of the ones you sent?
Yeah, okay. And you're probably like, what the hell is he talking about?
Well, I pulled it up, but I made it a point not to watch it.
Yeah.
This is the one right here?
Yeah, that's juicy tight. Listen to this.
I just started. Okay.
Yo, you good?
What's happening here?
I am. I told you I'm from Africa. Ethiopia, you know me.
There's a lady she comes from Africa.
Yeah,
she's knocking on some stranger's door.
Because I think I was looking for you.
What you looking for me?
Does she have a knife?
Look at that thing. It's like a cleaver.
You got the wrong door, man.
No.
Yeah.
I got the right person.
Maybe she got the right person.
Please.
Yeah, it's the wrong address.
I'm not female.
She's not female.
There's a difference between female and woman. Female is just for your pussy, for your dick. And I'm from Africa. I cook clean.
She cook clean.
Good lads, but juicy tight.
Juicy tight.
Spicy.
Spicy?
Spicy, juicy tight.
Women work. They control the man.
They control the man.
Because they work?
In Africa,
so now,
woman doesn't work. Their job is taking care of the man.
They take care of the man.
I got to get my wife to quit her job.
So basically,
She's a
Now,
working
all
woman.
men need to classify: are you a female or woman?
Or woman? Is that what she said?
Yes. So if you are female,
You
all
only
you care
want
about
dick
is
and
dick
money?
and money.
That's good. I love it.
The woman, she take care of her man. She cook, clean, juicy, tight, spicy.
There's something something makes my skin crawl about that. Dude, if a woman showed up at my door with a knife saying, I'm juicy, tight, spicy, I'm a woman.
I'm no female, I'm woman.
Yeah, I'd call the cops, but that's not an emergency. So
Literally, she has this, it looks like it's a 15-inch machete.
I want to know the backstory.
I wish I knew more
You
about
got
it.
to interview this guy and this guy. It might be, I don't know if it's staged. You think it's staged or you think it's real?
I don't know. It looked like one of those psycho chicks.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine.
What do you do?
I'm going to go home tonight and say, babe, you juicy, tight, spicy.
Baby, you my juicy tight.
I don't like it. It's weird. It's icky. You say, hey, babe, how's my juicy tight?
Be like, are you woman or are you female?
Are you female or are you woman? You just want dick and money? Or?
Way to classify that. Female only want dick and money.
Real woman.
Real woman, juicy, tight, spicy.
A woman who works controls you.
Yes, a woman who works controls you.
I cook, I clean, I juicy, tight, spicy.
I thought you'd get a good kick out of that. I mean, it's something that popped up and I saw it and I was like, what the hell? And I had to roll with it.
Well, I'm glad you showed me. My life is
I thought I'd
richer.
bring some enjoyment into your life.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Fuck, I hit the wrong one again. That one keeps popping up. I got to erase that.
Would you rather be intelligent or would you rather be good looking?
Oh, that's really tough. I'm probably good looking.
See, I'd be intelligent because you can fix ugly, but you can't fix stupid.
Bill Engvall said that once.
Nope.
Ron
That's
White.
Ron White.
Ron White.
Ron White,
I knew it was
baby.
one of them.
Ron White. What a genius comedian he was. Well, actually, he still is.
Yeah, he's still around.
He's still around. He retired, then unretired.
Yeah. He's just a big old booze bag, I think.
Yeah.
Actually, I would change my answer now because you can fix ugly.
You
So
can.
You're
can
right
fix
about
ugly,
that.
but you can't fix stupid. Again, this is how my crazy mind works. Don't even ask me where this came in to, but food pops into my head.
Okay.
So, like, have you ever had something that was just so bad, so awful, like the worst thing you ever ate?
You see, with the flash I just got in my head whenever you said that was I was remembering that back in my bachelor days, I left Hamburger Helper on the stove for a day and a night. The stove was off, but it was just I left it sitting there. I tried to eat it about 24 hours later. I got violently sick. Don't ever do it. It was fucking nasty. It was double
pretty
cheeseburger
nasty.
Mac. It was really
It was
bad.
pretty nasty.
I can't think of anything else. Do you got one?
Yeah.
What?
As a matter of fact, I'm scarred from this one, so
How bad is it?
it's bad.
Was it juicy tight?
It was kind of juicy tight. But I was in the military and I went overseas on a just a short tour, and I was in Okinawa, Japan. And the guys, I'd never been there before, but the people that I went with, they were there, so they took me out to this local place to eat. And they're like, "Oh, you have to try this. You have to try this dish." And I can't, for the love of me, cannot remember what it was called.
Well, what was in it?
I'm going to tell you. And it had these things. They look like really tight spirals, like a noodle. And it was a tight spiral. And they're like, "Dude, you got to eat it. It's the greatest thing in the world." So I said, "Okay, all right." So they put it in front of me, and you know me, I love anything Chinese, Japanese food. I love it all. So I go and I eat it, and I'm like chewing on this thing, and I'm like, "Oh, wow, God, dude, this stuff is super hard, man. Like what?" And they're laughing their asses off because they think it's funny.
What is it? Whale foreskin or something?
Pig penis.
Pig penis?
I had pig penis in my mouth.
Great. Did you eat? Was it good?
No, it was
Oh,
chewy and
God.
it wasn't tasting good, and God knows what was in it.
Why do they serve that?
That's a delicacy.
People like it?
Yeah, it's a
Jeez.
delicacy. Pig penis.
The squonk.
The squonk penis.
Squonk penis.
So if anybody out there's got a worse one, I'd like to hear it. But I had pig penis in my mouth.
Yeah, actually, that's disgusting. I would like to hear if we have any worse ones out there, because mine's not that bad. Mine's just 2-day-old hamburger helper. So let's talk about your shirt.
This shirt is amazing.
Yeah? Did you get that from the What on Earth catalog?
This is from,
That's a deep cut for anybody listening.
Yes.
Did you ever get the What on Earth catalog?
This is from the Sky catalog.
Oh yeah, the one they have on the back of airplane seats.
On the back of airplanes, Sky catalog.
No, I like it.
What's it say?
My level of sarcasm is based on your level of stupidity.
Can't say it any better. Could not say it any better.
Great. I got to get one of those.
So when people say, "Why are you so sarcastic?"
I'm like, duh, read my shirt.
Why are you so
Dumbass.
stupid?
Fucking idiot.
Exactly.
Speaking of pregnancies, did you hear about there's a pregnant stingray at the zoo with no male around anywhere?
It's
A female stingray got pregnant by herself.
by herself,
So,
and they can't figure it out.
yeah,
It's the Jesus stingray.
it is literally the Messiah stingray.
It's the Jesus stingray.
And I think we should keep an eye on that baby. We need 3 wise men to go visit him when he's born.
What would be the 3 wise men of Under the Sea?
A shark, a crab, and
Turtle?
a turtle.
Turtle?
Frankincense and myrrh.
Frankincense and myrrh. That's
Well, we're going to be keeping a close eye on that. So for all of your pregnant Jesus stingray news, you know where to
where to
come
get
to
it from.
next. But that's it for this week. We can sign off now. Unless you have anything to add.
I do not have anything else to add. So thank you for watching. If you're still here,
Yeah, we'll be back next week. Thank you to everybody for listening. There might be a baby
there may be.
we're not
episode,
sure. Maybe
so
2 more episodes. I'll be here.
So definitely you want to like, subscribe, share, just in case we're not here next week and you want to catch us the following week.
Yeah, we're on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, everywhere else.
Absolutely.
So we'll catch you next time, everybody. Thank you for listening.